Hi there, my name's Catherine and this is my channel So Much Sewing. On this channel I talk about sewing a brand new wardrobe from scratch, but on this video I'm very pleased and excited to announce that I'm doing a collaboration, my first ever collaboration, and I'm doing it with Hayley from the Haymeadow over in Aussie. Both she and I have the Dahlia Society Bespoke Box, The Secret Garden, which I have shown you previously, but I'll talk you through it all now. And yeah, she and I are going to do a collaboration on what we will make with the fabric. Oh, first of all, I'll tell you what I'm wearing. This is my toaster sweater. This is the version 2 with the split side seams, a bit longer, a bit looser than the toaster. The neckline's a little bit lower as well. I've actually modified my neckline. This is supposed to sit up like this and sort of flop down, but whether my fabric was too floppy, I don't know, but I ended up just actually folding it under one more time and just stitching in the ditch so that it sat across sort of like a what do you call that, a boat neck or a bateau, I'm not sure. And so this is made out of an absolutely gorgeous merino that I have picked up from the fabric store here in New Zealand. That's the great thing about living in New Zealand. Merino fabrics and natural fabrics are probably predominant in our offerings. That you certainly can get merino very, very easily, which I believe it's not necessarily quite so easy for people in other parts of the world. So that is one awesome thing about living in New Zealand. So I'll put video of me wearing it up here because, yes folks, you heard it, I have figured out how to do that. So yay, this is a video full of firsts and I'm very excited about all of it. So yeah, I'll put a video of me wearing it over here, and you'll see I've just paired it with the blue jeans that I took up recently, and I've got a t-shirt underneath it because in my last video I did boldly announce that the warm weather was here. We wouldn't be doing with any more of that cold wintry stuff anymore, but wow, we had a huge cold snap, and in fact it snowed in many parts of New Zealand including down south where my family live. They had quite a bit of snow, and that was maybe 3-4 days ago, and it's still actually quite chilly here now, and I've got the door open for the dogs to come in and go, so I've got, yeah, snuggled up a little bit to keep warm. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm doing a collaboration with Hayley from the Haymeadow. We both have this lovely fabric from the Dahlia Society Secret Garden Bespoke Box. That was the September box. And so we've decided we're going to collaborate and each make something out of this fabric. I don't know what her plans are. And she doesn't really know what my plans are, so it'll be a bit of a surprise for both of us. But I mean, goodness me, those colors are just so gorgeous, aren't they? And it's a beautiful cotton lawn, so it'll be so nice and light and drapey for the summer coming up. So yes, and that beautiful color. So the plans that I have, I've talked about this one previously, the Gabby dress from Fibre Mood. So obviously, I mean, I've only got 2.5 meters of this fabric, so obviously it's not going to make that. And this actually is super fabric hungry because of the design. It's got godets front and back, which it does say in the pattern that you can remove. If you don't want a dress that's as full, you can just remove those, and you would still end up with a lovely A-line dress. And they're fabulous puffed sleeves, which have a lining fabric to sort of pull in pull, don't know what I'm trying to say there, but I think you get the idea. So I could possibly cut that off into a top, and that was one of the first ideas I mentioned when I showed this fabric first. So I mean, that's a strong possibility, because I just love that, and I've got enough fabric to do that. And another idea I have is this pattern from a company called Hot Patterns, and I have actually got a few of their patterns, but I have never made any up. And I like this, what do they call it? They call it the refined peasant blouse. Yeah, refined peasant blouse. And I think that's very nice. It's got a very deep, it's got a facing here, very deep. So that will give the garment some weight, because this fabric is lovely and drapey. So a facing there would help keep it down. This has got a band on the sleeves. I think I probably would put elastic there so that I can sort of, you know, zhuzh it up my arm as I'm wearing it, because I think that would, in this lovely lightweight cotton lawn, I think that would transition right through to summer, no trouble. And so I want to be able to zhuzh my sleeves up, and just that nice simple gathered onto the neck band. So that's another option there that I have, and I've been toying with this for a while. This is their dress, like this is the Adriana, and I think the other one's the Adrian, that you can make out of a knit fabric, but this is made out of a woven, and I do like the shape of that, the puff sleeves, and or is it a bishop sleeve and what have you. But I have seen reviews where people have said that, and if I'm honest, if you look across the bust, it seems to sit quite tight across the bust. And reviews, oh hello, this is Fluffy. Hello Fluffy. Fluffy's one of our older dogs. Okay, you can sit now. Fluffy sit. Fluffy sit. Good girl. Off my fabric. Okay. Yeah, what was I saying? I've seen reviews with people saying that the bust is quite tight. On, here's Jazz. Hello Jazz. Jazz the dog. Okay guys, off on. You can't see Butch. Butch is sitting down here as well. Butch is our other older dog. We've got two dogs. They're bull mastiffs from a litter. They're probably about 8.5 years old now, so they're getting on a bit for dogs of that size. And their brother and sister, and then we have Jazz, the little white dog, who's about 4 years old. Okay, Fluffy, down, down. Good girl, good girl. So this channel is all about sewing and dogs. Sorry about that. Yeah, so people I've seen have said that the bust is quite tight fitting. So I don't know. I started thinking about it a while ago, and you can see here I've been planning it out. I was planning that I would do one size for the bust, but then I didn't want the armholes to be too big and gapey, so I was planning another size for there. So I don't know, it's kind of feeling a bit complicated, but I would like to make that at some point. I don't know. And then we just have this one from Butterick, little throwover. Yeah, to be honest, I'm probably that's probably not my first pick, thinking about it now, but it could absolutely still be lovely with that little ruffle running along the bottom. Nice, loose. Yeah, no. I don't know. I don't know. I'm open to your comments and suggestions. Please tell me what you think. Maybe there's another pattern that you think would be better for that fabric. I'm open to all suggestions. But what I'll do, whatever I do, I'm going to do a toile first. And I'm going to do a toile out of just this lovely, I'm pretty sure it's a cotton. It could be viscose. I bought it ages ago, and I do love it. I love it, and I started making something out of it a while ago, and it didn't go according to plan, but I've still got plenty left, and hopefully I'll end up with a wearable toile out of one of those gorgeous patterns that I have just shown you. So I'm thinking, look, to be honest, it's probably going to be either the refined peasant blouse or Gabby. That's probably what it's going to be. So yeah, like I say, happy to hear all your suggestions and comments. So like I say, I'm pretty excited about it, and you know, thanks to Hayley for agreeing to do this collaboration with me. On Hayleys channel, she does lots of unboxings. She gets the Think Pink subscription box from Beyond the Pink Door, and she does unboxings of that, and she does the Dahlia Society, and she has just put a big in-depth video up about t-shirts. So do check over her channel. I'll pop it in a link down below. So go and have a look at her video, and you never know, you might find a new person that you like to follow. Surprise! It's just me here. This is Editing Catherine, and as I was editing the video, I realised that while I did a reasonable job of explaining who Hayley was in this little scenario, although I would say that she's actually released another video since I recorded the main part of this video, where she talks about going back and looking at some of her previous makes, and well, her UFOs, where things didn't go quite according to plan, and she's going to go back and revisit those to see if she can sort of zhuzh them up a bit and make them work for her now. So I think that'll be an interesting video for you to go and have a look at. But I didn't really talk about the Dahlia Society very much. I did talk about the fabric itself, but not about the Dahlia Society. So you probably, well, I guess you know who Kristen from the Dahlia Society is. She has a YouTube channel here, and I believe she's had an exciting anniversary where she's, I think it's her 3rd or her 4th year doing this. And so she has a ton of videos up on her channel, but she has also in recent times opened up a online shop, and you can get a really wide variety of fabric from Kristen. Buttons, sewing notions, you know, all the usual types of things. And she does her bespoke boxes every month, and there's a different theme every month. It's sort of like Beyond the Pink Door. I probably did explain that a little bit in the main part of this video, but I just wanted to pop back on here and just encourage you to go and have a look at Kristen's channel. She's based in, I think she's out of Melbourne in Australia, and I guess I know a lot of you who view me, a lot of you, like I have a lot of viewers, but I do know that there are several of you who are outside of, you know, the sort of Australasian area of Australia and New Zealand, and so perhaps you're not looking out for vloggers from New Zealand or Australia, and you might not have seen Kristen before. So do pop over and have a look at her channel as well. Like I say, and she's got her online store, and she does ship worldwide. But yeah, so the fabric that I've been talking about is from the September box, which was the Secret Garden theme. I think I'm probably just repeating myself now, so I will bow out. I will say goodbye, and I will let you get back to the rest of the video and over and have a look at her channel and see what her plans are for this lovely fabric. And once I have made my lovely garment and Hayley's made her lovely garment, we will come back and show you. So thank you very much for watching today. If you would like to subscribe, I would appreciate that. Please do give me a thumbs up. That way YouTube will chuck my video out deeper into YouTube land, and hit the notification bell so that you know when I put another video out. And thank you for taking the time to be here today. Thank you for the comments that have been coming through. I'm having lovely chats with you, and I really do appreciate your support. So thanks again, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.